What if one of history's greatest sieges actually ended with the defenders winning? What if I told you there was a way to make an entire army disappear? Hey there, welcome to Nepal's BuzzPage channel. Today we re-off to ancient Gaul for the final episode of our Caesar S. Civil War series, where we explore how one cunning commander turned the tide of battle by making his enemies literally vanish. The year is 52 BC, and you are witnessing the Battle of Alesia, the last major engagement of Caesar's Gallic Wars. For nearly a year, Caesar has been campaigning in northern Italy, trying to crush the forces of his rival Pompey. But Pompey has proven a frustratingly elusive target, always managing to slip out of Caesar's grasp. But now Pompey has made a terrible mistake. He has led his army into the mountainous terrain of Alesia, where Caesar has set up an ambush. Caesar's plan is simple, brilliant, and terrifying. He will lay siege to the city, and then he will make it vanish. Surrounding the city, Caesar's men began a methodical and brutal campaign of siege warfare, gradually cutting off the food supply and bombarding the city walls with catapults. But the defenders of Alesia refused to surrender, even as the death toll mounted within the city. Their leader, a man named Vercingetorix, was a legendary warrior, a true Gallic hero. And he would not surrender to Caesar, not for all the gold in Rome. But Vercingetorix had a much bigger problem than Caesar. Unbeknownst to him, Caesar had ordered the construction of a secret weapon, a giant mobile fortress designed to completely encircle Alesia and prevent anyone from entering or leaving. And this fortress was nearly complete. When Vercingetorix realized what was happening, he knew he had to act fast. He gathered his warriors together and prepared to launch a desperate counterattack against Caesar's siege works. As the sun rose over Alesia, Vercingetorix led his men in a furious assault on the Roman fortifications. The Gauls were so determined that they even managed to break through the siege lines and escape the city. But it was only a partial victory. Vercingetorix had gambled everything on this attack, and he had won. But now he was trapped outside the city with most of his army, while Caesar's men were fresh and ready to fight another day. Defeated, and with his army on the verge of collapse, Vercingetorix had no choice but to surrender. As the Gallic hero surrendered to Caesar, he knew that his people would never forget his sacrifice. And indeed, Vercingetorix became a legend in Gaul, a symbol of resistance against the might of Rome. His statue was erected in the very center of modern-day Paris. And that is how one cunning Roman general defeated an entire army without even fighting a battle. Thanks for watching.